Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Montana. We got more snow and more cold. So, I'm going to reread Dumbo's Timothy's Big Day and hope the mic is working this time so that you guys can hear me. So again, we're going to try Timothy's Big Day and see if the sound works this time. So, hang on and let's see. Timothy's Big Day. Timothy Q. Mouse looked out over the edge of the Dumbo's hat and grinned. Below him, the crowd cheered for the flying outfit. Timothy loved the circus. He loved the noise and lights and the looks on the audience's face when he saw something amazing. There was no place in the world he'd rather be. Mail call, the ringmaster shouted as he entered the tent later, passing out letters and packages to performers. A tiny envelope, unnoticed by the ringmaster, fell out of the pile and fluttered to the floor. Timothy scurried over to the fallen letter. He never got mail, but he'd hate to see anyone else not get their letter from home. The mouse turned the envelope over to see who it was for and gasped. It was for him. Timothy opened the letter and began to read. Dear Timothy, we saw the story of your success with the outfit in the newspaper. What a delight to see that you're doing well. We look forward to watching your circus when it comes to town in a few days. Love, Mother and Father. As the circus traveled to the next town, Timothy grew more and more excited about seeing his parents. This was his chance to show them that he had made the right decision leaving home to join the circus. But Timothy was nervous too. What if the parents didn't think he'd done a good job with the Dumbo after all? He wanted them to be proud of him, and that meant he had to show them how great the circus life was. Finally, the animals arrived at the circus site. Oh boy, just wait until my family gets a load of this, Timothy said to Dumbo. The lights, the noise, the smells, and of course you, Dumbo. Oh, my family will just love you. I can't wait for them to see you act. That's sure too, but Timothy did not finish his thoughts. At that moment, Dumbo let out a great big sneeze. Uh-oh. Dumbo sneezed again and again. Oh no, the ringmaster said. Hurry over to look at that little elephant. This is no good. You can't go on with a cold, and we can't go on without you. The ringmaster turned to the circus hands. Sorry, lads, this fella needs rest. Today's show will have to wait. Timothy looked over at Dumbo. The ringmaster was right. The little elephant did not look good at all. Timothy had been so busy thinking about himself and his family that he hadn't noticed his friend was sick. Well, that just won't do at all, Timothy muttered to himself. It's my job to take care of you, Dumbo. Now come on, let's find you somewhere comfortable to lie down. Timothy led Dumbo to a cozy pile of hay and then excused himself. He came back a few minutes later with some steaming bowl of peanut soup. Here you go, old pal, he said, setting it in front of Dumbo. This will have you feeling better in no time. Dumbo took a sip of the soup, but he wasn't feeling well enough to eat. He pushed the bowl aside with his trunk and closed his eyes. Dumbo's sick, uh-oh. Maybe just a warm blanket, Timothy suggested. The mouse found the warmest blanket he could and draped it over Dumbo. But it was no use. The elephant just kept sneezing. Well, the least I could do is make sure you get some peace and quiet so you can rest, Timothy said, moving to the front of the tent. He would stand guard himself to make sure no one came in and disturbed Dumbo's sleep. Timothy sat down in front of the tent. Felt bad for Dumbo. It was no fun to be sick. But he felt bad for himself too. This was his chance to show off his life to his family. With the show postponed, he had no way to make his parents proud of him. They would go on thinking he had made a mistake leaving the farm. Timothy was still feeling sorry for himself a few hours later when he heard a familiar voice. "Timothy, dear, there you are. We've been looking for you everywhere." Timothy turned to his mother, his father, and his brother and sister standing in front of him. His mother rushed forward and pulled him into a tight hug. "Mother, Father, you're here." The little mouse hung his head. "I'm afraid Dumbo has a cold," he said. "I tried to make him feel better, but nothing worked. He can't go on tonight. I'm sorry you wasted your time coming." "Wasted our time?" Timothy's father asked. "Well, yes," Timothy said. "Your letter said you were looking forward to seeing the circus." Timothy's mother shook her head. "We only wanted to see the circus because it matters to you so much. We came to see you." Timothy's father nodded. "We love you, son. We're no big city travelers like you, but we're certainly not going to miss a chance to see you when you're right in our home." "You mean you didn't think I made a miserable mistake joining the circus?" Timothy asked. His mother shook her head. "There's no such thing as a mistake as long as you're doing what you love. As long as you're happy, that's good enough for us." At that moment, the flags to Dumbo's tent rustled, and the little elephant stepped out through. Looked like he was feeling much better. Something Timothy had done must have helped him after all. "Dumbo, old pal," Timothy said, "may I introduce you to my family?" Dumbo leaned down and nuzzled Timothy's brother and sister with his trunk. He was very pleased to meet them. "If you'll excuse me, I'd better let the ringmaster know that Dumbo is feeling better," Timothy said. "After all, the circus is about making people happy." "Come on," Timothy told his brother and sister. "We better get you to your seats." Then he turned to his parents. "But wait here. You two, I have something I'd like to show you." Uh-oh, what's he going to show his parents? That night, as Dumbo prepared to take to flight, Timothy climbed into his usual spot on the elephant's hat. But this time, he wasn't alone. Besides him was his parents. "Hold on tight," Timothy called. From their perch on Dumbo's hat, Timothy's parents looked at the crowd below. "You know, son," Timothy's father said, "all those faces are pretty special. Maybe I'm starting to understand the circus thing after all." Timothy's mother nodded and gave her son a hug. "Now tell me," she said, "can this elephant go any faster?" And that is Dumbo's Timothy's Big Day Out. And it was written by, right there. So hopefully the sound works this time. Sorry about last time. But take care and enjoy the rest of your day. And keep on reading.